We got some positive signs showing up in the crypto space this morning. We see Bitcoin's at 87,200. As you can see on the right side, a lot of green on the board. Mavia up 72%. Earlier it was up a double. Nailed that yesterday in Greece City in the Discord. Nothing better than waking up to some big gains. But we're going to dive into Bitcoin, altcoins, go into individual altcoins as well too, and just get a sense of the market here and some potential coins that could be outperformers here coming up. So let's get into it. First off, we got the macro drivers here on the right side. We have the US Russell 2000 still looking good to the upside. Positive momentum right now, breaking above some key local resistance, holding it as support. 2,100, I want to see it hold. There is a gap though down here, just like with Bitcoin. Keep in mind, Bitcoin has a gap around 84.5K. There's a gap here on the US Russell 2000 as well too. To be honest, I'd rather see that get filled sooner than later, but we could ultimately keep going up and then come back down to start the new month. But there are gaps here on the US Russell 2000 and Bitcoin at 84.5K as well. So we still need to be cautious about that. Looking at the dollar, we did get a one-day buy now signal on the dollar. I would say that's not too much of a concern at the moment because like if we look to the past year, in August, September of 2024, we did get a buy now. We went sideways and ultimately like when the dollar rose back late last year, that cryptos actually did well in that environment, which usually isn't the case. But you know, it's an upside down market. But yeah, so dollar flashing on one day buy now at a key support area as well. Hey, and we have bond yields with a one day buy now as well too. But looks like there might be a bear flag coming here. As far as the traditional markets go, as long as the US Russell 2000 is going up here, then things are looking good. Right now, that one day buy now, if we look at the 2-day getting close to flashing to buy now, a 3-day getting close to flashing to buy now, and we're at a critical support. So that's all solid. If we take a look at others dominance and like the dominance is here, on the left side, we have a USDT dominance, and we're seeing that momentum really start to pick up to the downside, but we're not quite out of the woods yet. We do have a 2-day sell now signal, which is very solid because you can see that 2-day buy now signal that flashed late December of last year. That was really the bottom before ultimately heading up. We do have a sell now signal. We could just, kind of mess around here for a little bit. But to me, it does seem like we're about to melt down in the USDT dominance and we're at a critical support trend line as well too. Yeah, because USDT dominance goes down, Bitcoin dominance goes down, and then others dominance will go up in that case. So that's solid seeing that on USDT dominance. On Bitcoin dominance, if you look at the 2-day chart, we do have a sell now that came in a bit ago. Let's look at the 3-day, nothing there. Let's look at the 4-day, 5-day, 6-day, 8-day, 9-day, 10-day, 11, 12. Let's look at the 2-week chart, 3-week. So we do have 3-week prepare to sell soon signals. We can see that 3-week sell now flash, it's game on. We've never seen 3-week prepare to sells in all of Bitcoin dominance's history, but we have seen 3-week buy nows, which ultimately came at the bottoms here. But seeing a 3-week sell now, that will be the telltale sign that alt season is imminent at that point. And as you can see here, in the void lines were red, and back here when we went red in 2021, the last bull market, that's when we saw Bitcoin dominance start to fall off hard. And that's what we need to see for these altcoins to melt up. So all is looking well at the moment. There might be one last little push up for Bitcoin dominance, but we're getting close to it rolling over here. Because looking at others dominance on the right side, you can see on the 1-day chart, we are finally breaking above this 1-day 50 moving average. And we've been messing around with it since mid-March. Coming up to it again, rejected. We finally broke through as of today. So that's very solid to see. And we could see the tide start to shift and altcoins really start to pick up in a big way. So very solid seeing that. Let's look at the 2-day chart. We have a 2-day buy now, a 1-day buy now, 3-day buy now is getting very, very close to flashing. It might even flash by the end of the day today if we can push up just a little bit more if we get to 9% in others dominance. So all is looking well on those ends. So very good to see, but we need to break up a little bit more. We need to get above 9% and then we're golden. So now looking at the pump dump chart, we are at a critical support right now. The 4-hour 200 moving average, you can see here. Yep, we're right at it plus the micro 786. We need to see this break down and then ultimately altcoins can have a big pop. But until then, we got to be cautious at these levels here because we could see a pop up like this to hit the 50 moving average again or the 786. And then altcoins will get, it'll be a little rough in the short term. So if we can see this break down and this start to go beat red, it's likely we're going to come down to this green 786. And if we keep heading lower, then we're going to come to the top of the belly of the beast. And that will be a big move for altcoins if we can do that. Coming down to that 786 will be big, but even bigger coming down to the top of the belly of the beast. Looking at the total crypto market cap at a key resistance right now, the 200 moving average, we found resistance each time we've had a pop in February and then March at this level. If we were to get rejected here and we come back down, it's likely we're going to come and retest this trend line here, which is coinciding with this 786. Seems like the logical level that we would come to. So we do have 4 hour prepare to sell soons. We are seeing the momentum come down. So in my opinion, we could have that short-term little hiccup, but we would likely find support at that key level there. And then, we'll keep moving in this channel until we can break up or potentially down. We got to have that scenario in mind as well too. We're just going to keep trending up here until we make a clear, decisive move, breaking above or breaking down below. So right now we're still stuck in this kind of range. Looking at Bitcoin right now, if we go to the 12-hour chart, we are seeing, a little bit of a hang up. I would like to see us come down to retest this 12-hour 50 moving average or 21 moving average, because that would bring us to the bottom of this channel. So if we grab this like that would bring us to that right there, and we could tag that and we'll fill the gap. And that's what we want to see sooner than later. I'd prefer that to be the case. So, but that's going to be our key critical area where we hold and see a nice trampoline bounce from that to take us to above 89 to 90K. And that would be solid to close a monthly candle above those levels. So just keep in mind, we have that gap. It's likely, and preferably we'd want to see that fill first. And then for the Russell 2000 as well too, to fill that gap. And then we can continue on our way and potentially have a strong April here. So that's what I'm seeing there. And really, I'm just tracking the 1 hour chart, because this whole range of us traveling here, usually when we tag the bottom of the range, we have buy nows on the 1 hour. You can see on the 1 hour buy now. And then when we tag the top, we have sell nows, buy now, sell now, buy now. And we had a sell at the top of the range again. So I'd be waiting for a 1 hour pair to buy soon to know, all right, we're getting close to the bottom to be in. And then when the buy now comes in, and if we're tagging that 84.5K, touching the bottom of that channel, we see the buy now, then we're good to go. We're good for takeoff. So that's what I'm waiting for. But as long as we're still above 86.5K, we could potentially, go up first before coming back down. We got to keep that scenario in mind. So now looking at others, everything's looking solid on that. In the video yesterday, I showed you all the high time frame prepare to buy soons, getting close to flashing a buy now on the 3-day chart. We already saw it on the 2-day, which is solid, but seeing it from the 3-day, 4-day, 5-day, it'll be the nail in the coffin there. Looking at some altcoins, I can't believe how much some coins have sold off. You have Mu at new lows. I actually just entered a long on Mu, touching the 786, the macro 786, below the belly of the beast. Extremely undervalued right now and likely to provide a big pop, a big relief bounce. Other coins like Render, unbelievable, in the belly of the beast. 3-day prepare to buy soons. Just unreal steal deals out there. It's a blessing. Looking at IP has been very strong as far as a new coin that came out. A strong use case as well too. Broke out of this triangle as well, looking solid. As long as we're above $6, we're all good, and it's likely we're going to come up to over $8. Potentially could have a big pump up to around $12 to $13 depending on the market mechanics there. Looking at other coins like HBAR, holding critical support. We have a 1-day buy now as well too. Huge. We're holding the 1-day 200 moving average as well. Momentum starting to head up. All is looking good. Let's look at Fetch. I'm going to do a 2025 price prediction on Fetch, because unreal where it's at right now. The opportunity, the bottom of the belly of the beast, high time frame prepare to buy soons. I'm expecting big moves out of the AI sector. It's looking like, because Render's starting to pop up, Fetch, and yeah, just sold off immensely. Looks like meme coins and the AI sector is leading the charge here. XLM, XRP, we have this downward sloping resistance right now. We're right at it. It's likely we're going to see a pop up. 34-35 cents is the key level for XLM to break above. And then for XRP, I believe it's around 280. Let's just double check that real quick. 275 is key to get above, but really $3 is the level to take. But we're getting super close to the momentum on the medium time frame starting to head up here. We could see in the next few weeks here, next month or 2 months, a November tight style move. Looking at the momentum on the stock RSI on the 3-day, if we look here, this is looking similar to this. And when we broke above this middle line on the second attempt, that was November, early November. So the sun is looking ready to shine, in my opinion, but we got to keep our head on a swivel, our ears to the streets and the tweets until we're completely out of the woods. But that's going to be it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. Link is in the bio for that. And I'll see you guys in the next video.